Everybody, how's it going? BZM here. Welcome to Levar's Life, demo of the game. Before we start, may I ask what I should call you? Oh, here. Boo. Okay. Boo, welcome to the demo of my father's story. Before we get started in this little demo, would you like to hear a little bit about the characters and the project? No, that's okay. Just play the demo. Wait, I hope you enjoy the demo. Okay. Yeah, so you have to choose. There's like 3 different endings, a good, bad, and a neutral or something. So let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here I come. Ooh, I love hide and seek. The morning sun had risen about halfway toward the middle of the sky by now. The cooler air meant the animals were more active. Everyone enjoyed a cooler day after the long hot summers. Levar, youngest cub born to a small family alliance, was out playing as he always did, but today was special. After a week of not knowing where his favorite lizard had gone, had finally found her once again. The cooler air had brought her out to sun herself, and Levar could not be more thrilled. Completely alone and without any cares in the world, he was playing hide and seek with her, just to prove his friendship with the lizard was special and he could always find her. Now where could she be? He bounced along until he came to her favorite tree. It wasn't hard to spot her hanging upside down from a large branch. Walking out to the end where she could sun herself, Levar smiled playfully. Ah, there she is. He jumped onto the tree, holding on with his little claws. He had never climbed before. She had never gone so high. Maybe this is where she had been hiding the past few days. One paw in front of the other, he slowly and awkwardly made it up the tree to greet his best friend. Gotcha! Hello, Squishy! He slid down around the branch to hang upside down and look at her. Her eyes slowly turned to look at the silly lion cub before continuing on. She knew him well enough to not be afraid of him. Watching carefully, Levar tried to hold on like the lizard. After a few steps, his back feet gave out, and he scrambled up onto the branch, holding on tightly as some bark fell below. He took a few moments to realize he was safe and stood up once again. Squishy, I can't walk like you can. Why don't you walk up here? The lizard continued on her trek, not paying too much attention to him. Well, it is your turn to find me now, so get ready to count to 10. I am a good hider, though, so you... Levar! Levar, where are you? The cub stopped and crouched down at the sound of someone coming. He carefully approached the other side of the tree and jumped onto a stickish branch, looking out toward the stranger nearing him. Randon? Don't worry, Squishy. It's just my brother Randon. The lion approached the tree as the cub stayed hidden. He sighed and sat down in the shade. Be still, Squishy. We can't let him hear us. Why does he keep running off like this? We need to get going. Levar quietly watched as his brother lifted his tired, dirty paw to clean it. He is normally here. Levar! What do you think, Squishy? Should I surprise him with the pounce? Yeah, let's jump on him. Levar slowly approached his brother in the tree. When he was sure he would not miss his target, he threw himself off the branch and onto his brother's back. Ah, what the... Randon had to have jumped 5 feet into the air. He landed onto the ground, panting hard with his claws stretched out. Levar followed safely into a pile of leaves, laughing. Ha ha, I got you, Randon. You were scared. Levar slid out of the leaf pile, laughing too hard to stand. Well, yeah, you just jumped out of a tree at me. Lions just don't do that, Levar. Ha ha ha. Oh, come on. We better get moving. I already wasted most of the morning looking for you. We have a lot of ground to cover today. But what about Squishy? It'll be just fine. Come on, Levar. Do you need to carry me? Do you need me to carry you? No. Good, because I'm sure I will have to later. I can walk. Don't worry about me. Nothing was said for probably the first hour as they walked together. The sky slowly started to go dark as the rains in the distance started to move in. The rainy season was here. Finally, Levar was the first to speak up. Where are we going, Randon? The lion sighed and looked down at his little brother. I've already told you, Levar, we are going to our new home. But we already have a home, and if Mother comes back, she won't be coming back for us, Levar. How do you know that? Look, just don't worry about them. Our life is going to be different now. Well, what about Squishy? Can't she come with us too? No, she will be better off in the tree, Levar. And happier too. Silence once again came over the two brothers as they walked together through the grass heading off to an unseeable destination. Levar hated the thought of leaving Squishy behind like this. He did not really even get to tell her goodbye. Being the only cub his age in a small family, Squishy was the only friend he really had up to this point. From the moment his eyes were open till now, Squishy and Randon were probably the closest animals Levar had been with. With the death of his father, there had been much danger in the area. Any male looking to take over the small pride would surely kill Randon and Levar if they were to stay. The only hope was to join another pride that Randon had heard about. So where are we going? It better not be too far. My paws are already sore. I told you it would be a long walk, Levar. We still have a long way to go. If we are lucky, we'll make it there in time for sunset. Will it be because of my age there? From what I was told, the king has a couple of sons, and the pride has a few cubs around your age. You can make some real friends. Not that Squishy was not a real friend. But you need some lion friends too. I'm sure you will like them. Wow. How have we never seen this area before? It looks so cool. Come on, let's explore. That cub has to be here somewhere. The two walked around in silence, looking at the bones and such around them, till a sudden geyser eruption startled the two of them. What are you two doing here? The owner of the commanding voice appeared to them as the steam cleared from the geyser. He was a short, light-colored cub with a mane starting at the top of his head. He could not be much younger than they were. This is our pride's land. We're wondering what you were doing in it. Zane. Your land. Not this area, I am afraid. This is our land you have walked into, and I have reinforcements if needed. You won't get out alive. The cub approached into their view. Now I will ask you one more time. Who are you two, and what are you doing here? Levar and Zane looked at each other, and then back at the cub. He did not look intimidating, but perhaps it sparked a small fear in them. He obviously had the confidence to confront two cubs and demand information. When he appeared to be alone, this was dangerous. The cub turned to Zane and looked him in the face. Come on, scarred one, spit it out. Before the two cubs could answer, another cub appeared, a bit taller and more muscular than them. Whoa, what is going on here, brother? Intruders. They will not get in, not without knowing who they are. What are your names? Tell them the truth. My name is Levar. This is my friend, His Royal Highness the Prince, Zane. The two cubs sat down and looked at each other as if trying to decide if they were telling the truth or not. After a most uncomfortable moment, the taller and lighter cub smiled. Welcome to the club then, boys. Thanks. Before we go anywhere with you, we would like to know your name and who you two are. Forgive me, my name is Kailes. This cub here is my younger brother, Anthony. We call him Ant for short, since he is well, short. Levar nodded, trying to force his smile to look interested. He calls me that. You can call me that. It will be the last thing that comes out of your mouth. Oh, damn. Okay. The short cub walked right up to Zane and looked over the scar on his face. The look in his eyes gave him the impression he was ready to add to that scar. Point taken, Anthony. As for who we are, well, you'll have to come with us to find out. Right this way, Your Highness, and his friend. Kailes led them deep into the graveyard. As they walked in, they noticed lots of eyes on them. They were mostly an army of something watching over them as they arrived. Kailes stopped when he came to a small group of other male cubs. Levar noticed within the group of cubs was a young male hyena. He was just a bit larger than the cubs he was hanging out with. Despite the difference in size and species, he seems to get along really well with the cubs, almost as if he had been raised by them, or with them. You have a hyena in their group? His name is Peaky. He is Anthony's. Anthony's pet? Friend, leave him out of this conversation. Sorry, I just think that is really cool. Zane smiled, taking it all in. Our humble little group is made up of hyenas and lions. We live and work together here. And you have never had any problems? Of course not. We respect each other. That is the key to our survival. Don't you guys have any parents or adults? I am the oldest of this group, besides the hyena clan elders. I have taken in a few cubs pushed out of the pride at a young age. I'm the next in command after my brother here. I make sure things stay in line and get done. And watch over Peaky when his parents were killed. It is what makes the hyenas accept us, because his parents did. That is really awesome. I love the idea of being friends instead of chasing them out of our land all the time. They bring us food, and we promise protection in later years. We are very devoted to them. Just then another cub appeared by Careless and spoke quietly to him. Careless, may I speak with you for a moment? My brother's a little busy. Perhaps I can help you? Anthony started to walk over to the cub. Actually, Anthony, could you maybe take the new guys and show them around? I'm sure you can do just as good a job as I. Anthony leered at his brother for several moments before he turned away from him and continued in the direction with the new guys. Fine, I will see you later, brother. Careless turned back to the newcomers once again. Well, I will let you guys settle in and look around. Anthony can be your tour guide for the area. He turned to look at the smaller cub, while obviously forced to smile, looking back over his shoulder at him. You can imagine the moment he turned around, the smile would turn into a scowl. Oh. Careless held up with the other cub while Anthony led the way through the graveyard with bones. It was quiet for some time before Levar spoke up. So, where did you get that scar on your front leg? Anthony stopped and looked down at the 4 scratch marks across his lower paw of his left leg. You don't want to know. Did you kill someone? No. Is it a silly story? Like Zane and I had scars, we gave them to each other. My brother tried to kill me when we were young. There was silence for a moment. Hear this? Yes, but it does not matter. I am alive. He takes good care of me now. Levar opened his mouth to ask for more, but stopped. The subject was probably not the best one to bring up. Hey, Boo, you stayed with me. Hope you enjoyed this game so far. I did. That was so funny the way you pounced on Raiden. Levar's quite the troublemaker, isn't he? Even as a cub, yeah. I sort of admire that a bit. My sister's more like him in that way. It was also best to tell the truth to that group of cubs, I think. I mean, Anthony may be small, but he sure looks mean. Lying to them may not be good. Because of your choices, you would be headed toward a path of finishing the game with the neutral end. The neutral end, or walking the line down the middle with your choices, will not give you an extra help or push in one direction or the other. Those who walk very strongly on the path of evil or good with their choices will get an extra scene to help push stronger in that path or push for the neutral ending. Anyway, Boo, it has been fun. Because I'm such a cool guy, I will give you the option now to either return to the main menu to quit the game or go back to the first menu where you can find out more about the game. So what would you like to do? Okay, well that's it, everybody. Like I said, there's 2 more endings, but I'm not going to go back and play them. I'll probably wait for the finished game and pick a different route. So hope you enjoyed this demo. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see everybody soon. Bye now.